Hi everyone, my name is Erin from Erin's Herbs, and here on my channel I show you weekly videos on how you can create DIY bath and beauty products. So let's go ahead and get started with this week's video. On today's video, I'm going to show you the step-by-step process on how to make this winter face moisturizer for dry skin. So to begin with, I'm going to go ahead and weigh out some distilled water into my beaker. This will hydrate the skin and really lock in the moisture. Next, I'm adding some glycerin. This is what's known as a humectant, and combined with the distilled water, it's really going to give this formula a nice hydrating base. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to go ahead and weigh everything, and then on a piece of paper I'm going to go ahead and write that number down. This is important because as I heat this water, there will be some water loss and I'll need to add some additional water. In a separate beaker, I went ahead and added some more distilled water. This is actually what I'm going to use to replace any water that was lost. In a much larger container, I'm going to go ahead and weigh out some shea butter. This will help to calm, soothe, and hydrate dry skin. It's great for anti-aging as it helps to restore elasticity in the skin. After adding the shea butter, I'm now going to go ahead and weigh out some shea nut oil. This is extremely high in unsaturated fatty acids, which is great because it will protect the skin from colder temperatures. This will still leave the skin feeling very soft and smooth. So you're probably wondering why I'm using the shea butter and the shea nut oil together. And my reason for doing so is because the two combined really give this formula some intense moisturization, but they also will help to shield the skin from cold weather and environmental stressors. This next ingredient that I'm adding is argan oil. This particular oil is fast absorbing. It is lightweight in texture, and it contains a lot of wonderful nutrients like vitamin E. It's wonderful for combating free radical damage, and it will help dry skin by giving it a lot of hydration. Because I have a water portion of this formula and an oil portion of this formula, I need to go ahead and make sure that I can combine the two together. And in order to make that happen, I need to add a binding agent. The one that I am using today is called emulsifying wax NF. This next ingredient that I'm adding is cetyl alcohol, and this is an ingredient that I really like to work with, and that is because it will help to thicken up this moisturizer, but it will also help to act as an emollient and soften the skin as well. As you can see here, I have all of my different containers covered, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and place them on my stove in a double boiler and allow them to completely melt. Now that everything has completely melted, I'm going to go ahead and take my beaker, the one with the distilled water and glycerin in it, and I'm going to go ahead and reweigh it and compare it to what it weighs now to what it weighed earlier. And then with the additional distilled water in the other container, I'm going to go ahead and just simply make up the difference. It's now time to go ahead and pour the water into the oil ingredients, and then using my stick blender, I'm going to go ahead and blend this really well. You will notice that this will change a white color, and that is the emulsifying process. And as you continue to blend it, it will become thicker, and that's what you want. I'm now going to go ahead and check the temperature of the ingredients. I want to make sure that they're below 122 degrees Fahrenheit before I add the remaining ingredients. At this point, the temperature is low enough that I can go ahead and add my remaining ingredients. And the one that I'm adding now is vitamin E oil. This will help to restore moisture to the skin. It also is great for reducing any itchiness, and this will also help to prolong the shelf life of the other ingredients that I'm using in this formula today. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add my preservative. The one that I'm using today is Liquid Dermal Plus. I find that if you're just starting out making skincare products, this is one of the easier ones to work with. This is a broad spectrum preservative, and it will help to combat any bacteria or mold or fungi from growing in your product. This very last ingredient that I'm adding is rose geranium essential oil. It has a very light floral, but yet minty scent to it. And what it does for the skin is it will help with skin regeneration and skin healing. After adding the last 3 remaining ingredients, I'm stirring this really well. I want to make sure that everything is nicely combined. This will help to create a very stable but yet effective product. I'm now going to go ahead and check the pH level of this moisturizer. It should be within the 5 to 7 range, and it looks like it's a little high, so I will have to adjust it. To adjust the pH, I'm simply going to add a couple drops of my citric acid and water solution and then stir this together. Once that is done, I'm going to go ahead and allow this to sit for about a minute before I go ahead and recheck the pH. After a minute, I'm checking the pH, and it's right now at a 5.5, which is perfect. It's time to go ahead and package my moisturizer into my jar. This turned out really lovely. It's nice and thick and has a very fluffy texture to it. This formula makes approximately 4 ounces of product, and this will continue to thicken up a little as it cools down. This is something that you can use as often as you want, and I love using it on not only my face, but my hands too. Here's what the moisturizer looks like when I apply it to my hand. I've just taken a little bit of it and rubbed it in. And I find that my hands, especially during the winter, are really dry, so this is really good for it. And it does absorb very quickly into the skin, and it doesn't leave a greasy residue, and it feels very nice and soft, and my hands feel really hydrated. Last but not least, here are some substitutions. In place of the glycerin, use propanediol 1,3 or distilled water. For the shea butter, use mango butter. Instead of shea oil, either use more argan oil or almond oil works well. Polo wax is a good option for the emulsifying wax NF, and Germabin in place of liquid Germal Plus. For rose geranium essential oil, you can use either lavender, frankincense, or geranium essential oils. These all work really well. So thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more DIY formulas, don't forget to like and subscribe.